Hi, this is Tori from Hobby Stories. I'm going to be doing this video. It's going to be a stitch with me. I'm going to be trying to do different projects for each one. And while I am stitching, I am also going to be answering questions from FlossTube tags. The links to the tags will be below in the description box. And you'll also have a description of what I'm actually stitching that day. Sometimes there'll be more than one tag. It depends how long it is. And I'll let you know when each tag changes so that you know what I'm talking about. And it'll be in the description and the title. Okay, here we go. Hi, this one is Know Your NeedleWorker Tag. It was first posted in 2014 by Whimsy Daisical. Has 10 questions. Number 1, where do you live? We live in Delaware. It's on the East Coast in the United States. And for anyone that doesn't know, it is the first state. 2, what do you do for a living? Currently, I am on disability and I receive survivor benefits from my husband. And I used to, well, him and I were both U.S. Air Force, so we're veterans. And in the military, I was in food service, so I was a cook. And most of the work I have done has been in restaurant related. So that's what I used to do. I can cook pretty good. 3, do you have any children? Yes, we have 3 daughters. When he passed away in 2015, we were married 36 years. So our first daughter is now 40. Our second daughter is now 39. Between the two of them, they have 5 kids. So we have 5 grandchildren between the ages of 21 as the oldest and 9 as the youngest. 2 are girls and 3 are boys. We also have Coral, who is our youngest. She is 23, and she's still here with me. 4, do you have any pets? No. We used to have dogs. And then we had cats. No, we don't have any for quite a few years. 5, what are your other hobbies besides stitching? I love reading. I have quite a stack of books I'd like to get through. I have a Kindle, and then I have books. I try to read a little bit every day. I like playing The Sims. We have just about every variety of Sims there is, but my favorite is Sims 2. Coral and I have a gaming channel on YouTube where we do videos. I've done Sims videos, and then we play other games together and post them. Of course, my very favorite is cross stitch. And then my next favorite would be knitting. I love knitting. I have quite a few projects started for that. I used to do needlepoint. I've done a couple. It's pretty expensive though, so I haven't done that in a while. Plastic canvas. I have a lot of magazines with things that I would like to do in there. I just haven't done it in a while. Embroidery. I've done embroidery. That's about what I started with, was embroidery actually. So I love embroidery. I just haven't done it in a while. Then there's crochet, which I like to crochet, but I like to knit a lot better. It's easier. And then we have coloring apps on our phone. So I like that, and I also have coloring books that I can color in. I like crossword puzzles. I have a big stack of books of crossword puzzles, and I have apps for them. And I'm getting into Sudoku now. And then jigsaw puzzles. I love jigsaw puzzles. We have a big shelf full of those. And paint by number was my favorite, but I can't really see it anymore. I need a really bright light. I need a magnifying glass, and it usually hurts my neck and my back and gives me a headache, so I don't do it anymore. 6. What is your favorite movie? Well, I don't really have favorite movies, but I do have ones that I go to. So, Gone with the Wind has always been one of my favorites. Pride and Prejudice, I like the one with Keira Knightley. I do have the other ones, and I've seen them on Amazon, but I like the newest version better. Jane Eyre, I've seen different versions of that. I like the one with William Hurt and Charlotte Gainsborough, I think her name is. Austenland, I love Austenland. Anything with Medea in it, and I do like Tyler Perry movies. I like Disney movies, and I like rom-coms. So those are probably all my favorite movies. I mean, I like things like I do have quite a variety that I like. Right now, I'm going through Christmas movies, so I have a lot of favorites of those. And then I have we have Amazon, and we have Hulu, and we have Disney channels. So quite a variety on there too. 7. What is your favorite TV show? Hey Arnold. That's like my number one. Rules of Engagement. I had to get that on disc because we had Netflix. That was the only thing I was getting Netflix for. And they took it off, so canceled Netflix. Uh, Seinfeld, As Told by Ginger. That's an old one. Lizzie McGuire. Keeping Up Appearances. I love that one. I laugh all the way through it. Wind at My Back. And then I like things like Monk, Psych, um, Mike and Molly. Although we don't get TV anymore, so we have an antenna, but something happened to it. I don't know if it was the wind or the rain corroded it or it moved or what, but now we don't get channels, so we have to watch what's on either our DVDs or the channel, the streamings that we have. 8. What is your favorite book? I don't really have favorite books. I just have like favorites. You know what I mean? I don't have one favorite. I always wanted to read Gone with the Wind when I was a teenager, and I finally have read it, and I love it. It is so different than the movie. It is so good. There's also the Bible. We've read about 4 or 5 different versions of the Bible, and it's kind of hard to understand, but we really like the children's version because that explains it out a lot better. So I would have to say that that's in one of my tops that I like because I always wanted to read it, and I did for homeschool. And then we have genres. So I like middle grade books like Babysitter's Club. Oh, that's one of my favorite TV shows too. They only made like 12, 13 episodes. Boxcar Children. Those are my like favorite middle grade. I also like, what's his name? Roald Dahl. I don't like all of his books, but there's quite a few I do like. Cozy Mysteries. I like Myrtle Clover. That's Elizabeth Spann Craig. I like Christmas River. These are series. That one's Meg Muldoon. I like Stephanie Plum. That one's Janet Ivanovich. And I like Cleo Coyle, which is Claire Cozy. Or Claire Cozy, I think, is the person in there, and then her name is Cleo Coyle. Something, one or the other. I've read a couple of them from audio in the library. I don't like coffee, but they're good cozy mysteries that center around like coffee shops. I do like mail order bride and historical fiction, and I got into those on Kindle Unlimited. I like Amish because it's really sweet romances usually, and I do like romantic comedies. I like humor, you know. If you look at my Goodreads, you can see that I have quite a variety of what I read. I read erotic, I read fiction, nonfiction, biographies, um, children's books, young adult. I'm not really into fantasy, you know. I I can tell you the books I don't really care about. They're Harry Potter, don't care. Twilight, no. I've seen the movies, but whatever. Um, 50 Shades of Grey, no thanks. Um, Gosh, there's all kinds of. I watch BookTube, and there's all kinds of things that I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read that. So, those are like my favorites. One of my favorite authors, not on this list, is Carl Hyacin. He is in Florida, and he writes mostly about Florida. So it's kind of cool because I've been to Florida. And he has some thrillers, but he also has some children's. And I think he also has some like real life ones. I know I read the one about Disney World. Something about Disney built or something like that. But I have a lot of his books. I also have, I would have to say, Jane Austen. Um, who are they? The Bronte sisters. Um, oh gosh, I bought a whole bunch of classics last year. Hmm. John Steinbeck. I like poetry. Uh, I like books like about people. Like I read the books about Vivian Lee, Anne Margaret. Those are my some of my favorite actresses. So I read like a variety. I really do. I mean, if I don't like it, I have no problem like just putting it aside and see if I like it later. I've gone through quite a few books like that. Um, but yeah, those are like my favorites. Usually romantic if I want to like relax or whatever. I usually read romance. What is your favorite music? Number 9. Okay, well, I have a variety of that too. My favorite groups are Smash Mouth, Stone Temple Pilots, Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, NSYNC. I like old country like Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette, Jeannie C. Riley, George Jones, um, Patsy Cline, hmm, Charlie Pride, old-timey, that were like popular in like the 60s and the 70s. I like Michelle Branch, REM, Tracy Chapman. I also like soundtracks from like my favorite movies or TV shows or musicals. But if you look at my MP3s, you would see everything from Christian to holiday, and about the only ones I don't listen to, but I will, I just don't listen to it a lot, is rap, jazz, and reggae. I don't really listen to any of those. I mean, occasionally I'll like one, but usually they're not in my MP3s. And number 10 is what one word best describes you, and that would be different. I've been told I'm different my whole life. I am sometimes told I'm different as a criticism. Sometimes I'm told I'm different because they can't believe that, you know, um, I'm not like the norm. I feel it's a blessing and a curse sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's good to be different, but sometimes you get looked at weird when you're different, like it's a bad thing. And I am who I am, and usually they get tired of me being different. They want me to be like everybody else, and I'm not. So sometimes it's good to be different, and sometimes it's not in people's eyes. So, but that's it for this one.